Mainstream science was largely founded on this idea that our universe works like a machine, as if it's wound up like a clock and everything's just unfolding in this linear manner, and that we'll study it and figure out all the rules of how it works, and then we'll know everything about how the universe works. And then general relativity and quantum mechanics came along and really changed this idea of the universe working as this machine with some absolute space and time where these particles are just isolated bits and don't have any communication with each other non-linearly or non-locally. And one of the biggest challenges of science today is trying to rectify these ideas of quantum mechanics and general relativity because they're not compatible with each other. They largely challenge this old view of the machine-like universe, but they don't really mesh well together. They're at odds. And so lots of scientists have tried to rectify these views, but their positions are largely dismissed within the mainstream community because they need to cling to that materialist dogma. They need to cling to the reductive physicalism premise. Why? Because otherwise it opens the door for spirituality. And it makes us realize that our ancient ancestors talking about spirituality might have been onto something and might have known something profound about the universe that materialism certainly doesn't get. And so you'd think this would be a bigger deal if we have these different ways of unifying science and spirituality. But the mainstream community is stuck in a certain dogma to, one, just personal dogma because they don't want to accept that. They've been told all their life that it works this way and they don't want to entertain new ideas. And also due to the corruption, because the biggest aspect of corruption overall is always in the overall worldview, our fundamental understanding of what's actually happening and what we are. Institutions work as a means to corrupt your understanding of what really is happening here. And mainstream science serves as that to uphold materialist dogma because they don't want you to realize that connection. They don't want you to realize the connection to the ancient past is spirituality because it also challenges our story of how we came to be and who's involved and how the ancient people were much more advanced in the past and how they had contact with extraterrestrials and other types of beings and how these other types of beings may play a huge role in our development and how our institutions now are lying to us. Institutionalized religion serves as a means to lie to us about our history, to lie to us about what's going on, and so does mainstream materialist science. It's all about obscuring understanding of what is happening here. So you don't really figure out who you are and what's going on as a means to control you and to do your bidding for other for whatever is really trying to control us and what they want to do with us.